Hey guys, I said I would take care of your V card the next video, but this is actual cardstock. Has a V on it. Technically, this is my V card. Now, we're dealing with the first letter in VACTERL Association and VATER Association. V. It's for vertebrae, vertebral, vertebra, whatever. It's about your spine, your backbone, made of steel, made of jello. Or in a really good video game, it might be the thing that you rip out your enemies through their mouth. Any spinal defect puts you in the running for VACTERL Association. You might have only a spinal defect, in which case you have a spinal defect and you're not VACTERL. 3 or more anomalies in the VACTERL spectrum, and you're considered to have VACTERL. Or be VACTERL. We're not real clear on the terms yet. We'll get there. You'll notice it's capitalized. I'm going to capitalize the ones I've got, lowercase the ones I don't, because when you're in a forum, that's generally what you do online. You capitalize the ones you have. That way, when you introduce yourself, say, "Hi, I'm Sarah, and I also have VACTERL Association." You don't have to go, "Okay, so which ones do you have?" It's just easier to say, "I have VACTERL Association," and capitalize the ones you have. Lowercase the ones you don't. And everybody knows exactly what you're talking about. That way, if you forget to capitalize, you might end up like me. Someone sent me a message and said, "So, I'm in your area, and who's your gastro?" I'm like, I don't have one. Like a gastroenterologist. No. I don't have any problems there. Spine, right? You could have missing vertebrae, extra vertebrae, missing tailbone, spina bifida, missing or extra ribs. You could have fused or cleft vertebrae. Anything different or weird about your spine. And it counts. The one I've seen most is tethered cord in people's forum and Facebook posts. Tethered cord is when the tissues are so tight around the cord that it's not able to move inside the spinal column. I really don't know much about it because that's not my issue. My issue is, oh gosh, I hate doing this. You'll notice my hair is up. I hate having my hair up. I hate it. Because it shows off that my shoulders are not the same height. Where they meet my neck is higher because my spine veers off to the right. And I usually hide it with my hair, or if I have to have my hair up, like if I'm at a wedding or something, long earrings, little bits out the front, and try and make it look cute, or hide it with a collar. Sometimes collars make it look even worse. Not that that is a big deal to me to hide. I mean, I wear t-shirts all the time, and my right arm is very different from yours, I'm sure, unless you were also born with right radial club hand and a hypoplastic thumb. What I can tell you is it's quite painful for me, especially the muscles on my left side with my very normal arm. They get overworked because they have to work around the bones being way out of place. Let's see. Bra shopping, it can get difficult. Personally, I prefer a regular bra that happens to clasp in the front and be a racer back. That is what works the best for my shoulders. And while that's a really personal detail to get into when I'm putting this stuff on the internet and I like my comments, I want to get this out there because if you're dealing with a similar issue, if your spine's out of place, if you're, a teenager going, well, it just really hurts to wear a bra, there are so many options, and I suggest you just shop around. This is what works for me. This is not necessarily what's going to work for you. It could make your pain worse. You know, who's to say? But, you know, if you actually get out there and look for other options, that can help. My inversion table helps. Lots of stretching. Yoga, depending on, you know, what it is that you're doing. I don't like to put any pressure on my head. If I turn my head too far to the right, I could pass out. I have not actually gotten to the point of passing out, but I got close one time, and it was not fun. People who know me know that if you're sitting to my right, I might, you know, answer you and not look at you. I'm not trying to be a bitch. Promise. You know, it's uncomfortable, and this is as far as I can go anyway. So usually, anyway, just normal resting my head is actually looking slightly to the left. So, that's very different for me. And let me see what else. I've got a neck brace I sleep in. Sometimes I adjust pillows to make myself more comfortable. I don't feel bad about, you know, using my hair to hide the fact that my shoulders are different. Because usually people are looking right at you, and people are not going to notice so much what's going on with your hand, arm. But I just feel like, you know, I've got a little Hunchback of Notre Dame thing going on that, you know, that's my business. I will show or hide as much as I am comfortable with. And I've actually had a lot of people who had taken, you know, weeks to catch on that I had even the slightest bit of anything different about me, arm-wise. But when you're looking straight at somebody and their shoulders are like this, it's a little more noticeable, and that makes me uncomfortable. So I hide it, and I'm not ashamed of the fact that I hide it. And, you know, I'm putting this on the internet. Obviously, it doesn't make me that uncomfortable. It's day to day, whatever. The pain can get so bad sometimes I can't drive or can't get my hairbrush to the back of my head. It is the biggest issue for me, is the pain that comes with having this spinal defect of fused scoliosis. That is curvature of the spine. And it can be difficult, but I try not to let it slow me down. I was scared to do it, but I learned to ride an ATV, and that was awesome. And, you know, I'll go roller skating even though, you know, I might fall down. And there's always the possibility that you know, that could I could end up with some serious consequences. But I would rather go roller skating now and take the chance that I could become far less functional for a few days, rather than, you know, wake up one day and I'm 50, 60 years old going, what was the point? So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm just going to continue to get out there and kick life in the ass, because it's what I do. I've been fighting for my life since the day I was born, and why the hell would I let this shit slow me down? So yeah, I'm swearing a lot today. I'm not sure why. I'm not feeling particularly cranky. So our next video, we're going to get into the A. And if you have any inkling of what that's going to be, you know that we're all going to have to put that little bit of middle school humor aside to get into that. Because it's a serious issue. And while I might make jokes, I'm very lucky that my A is not capitalized. And I really do feel for the people who do have these issues. So, you should be well educated on vertebral issues right now. So, Make sure that, you know, you take that into consideration anytime it looks like somebody might have a spinal defect. They probably deal with chronic pain as well. Be sensitive to that, please. And don't give them a pat on the back. Just don't do that, because that can really, really freaking hurt like you would not believe. Really. Noogies are also off limits. At least unless you've talked to that person and they say that's okay. So, I will see you guys in the next video for A.